this is Francesco. My friend Rick Bellinger very kindly sent me a prototype of the puck, which is a new accessory for the Chapman Stick intended to interface the Chapman Stick with NS Design stands. So what I will do now, I will install it in this mid-90s Purple Heart Grand Stick. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to unscrew the belt hook. So now I have removed the old belt hook and the base, which was here. And one thing to have in mind is that the puck seems to be made of aluminum, I think. So it's a little bit heavier than the base that comes with the stick. So it will add a little bit of weight. I think it's non-significant really. And most of the guys who are going to get this one will anyway use it on a stand, which is the purpose. So these are the parts side by side. So this one I'll put away, and I use a straight belt hook, I prefer that, so that's what Rick got for me. So what I will do now is that I will install this one, and very sensibly it has room for some side to side and up and down movement so that it will fit different models of the stick. Another thing is that there are 3 different keys that you can use because it's different sizes, the screws that I use. So I'll just roughly put this in place. Let's see. So this one goes here. That's it. Now it is attached. So the next thing I will do is that I will attach the belt hook to the base. So let's do that right away. So, done. So here's the belt hook, and I use the lower 2 holes. For me it's going to be easier to turn this wheel that attaches on off. I guess if you use the other holes it's going to be a little bit trickier. You probably need some small fingers, or you have to hire a child to do it for you, but in this case it's really easy. So just put it back on the puck. And that's it. It's done. Just give it a little extra tightening here, just to be on the safe side. All right, so this is the puck with the belt hook attached. So it will probably come a little bit more out than the base did, because the base will be necessarily a bit lower. This one was angled a little bit wrong, so that's why I'm happy to change it. But I think it's fine, and if you have a little bit of tummy fat like I do, it's a good idea anyway to have this a little bit more out so that your stomach don't get in touch with the back of the neck. All right, so that's the first accessory. I just removed this one, and it's very good design. It's a lot of clever little things that Rick thought about, because this will not fall out, because the belt hook itself will keep it inside. So that's a clever little design. Right, now I'll try and attach to the accessories. So the first one I'm going to use is this NS Design boomerang, which is meant for the cellos and upright basses, so that you can play it with a strap without using a stand. So I guess this is one you will want to use if you want to play the stick naked. So let's just put this one in here. Gonna need a coin to have this good and fit. But for the purpose of demonstration, I think this should be fine. Okay. It's a very good fit. And everything is exactly as it should be. So this is probably something that you can also use as a lap if you want to play like this. That would probably also be useful for this guy that like that. So I'll just put on the strap. And the other strap. And it's on. And it's nice. If you want to use this, it's a nice design. It can move freely and you don't have the belt at all. So you can, doesn't matter what kind of pants you wear or whatever you wear, or if you're naked, as I said, you can also use. So this is nice. Okay, so next up is the tripod. This is for the NS Design Cello. So this one probably you would not want to use if you want to play standing, because it gets a little bit up, but probably not high enough. So this is probably if you either a small person or you want to play seated. So just attach it. There it is. So probably you don't need this one anymore. Works very nice, and Rick has done a great job with the measurements. So this is exactly the same diameter, so it looks like a genuine NS accessory. Really nice. And you can of course adjust the angle of the stick, the height, and things like that. Okay, so next one up is the one that probably most guys who are into this will go for. This is the NS bass stand, and forgot to mention that all the NS Design accessories have this protruding part here, which is totally replicated here. So they just fit really nice and snug. Or they should. Okay, so it is a little bit too tight, actually. Oh, that's interesting, because this is a very old NS Design stand. So probably you will have to make this hole a little bit larger. I think it could fit, but it's a hard fit and I don't want to do it. So maybe it's nothing really, just millimeters, I guess. No, not even that. But with this old stand, actually it doesn't fit. So this is something to think about.
Okay, so a couple of weeks have gone by and Rick very kindly sent me another prototype of the puck, since the other one didn't fit on the old NS bass stick stand. So this is the other one he sent me, and it's a different model altogether, because the other one was aluminum and this one is polycarbonate, so it's plastic, and it's lighter, so it's really nice. Also, this one is also very nice design, very nicely made. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put it on this graphite grand stick and see how it fits with the NS stand. So these are the parts to attach the belt hook. And very thoughtfully, Rick has put a straight one, which is the one I'm going to use. But there's also a curved one for those who prefer that. And all the screws and everything is included, along with the Allen wrenches to install it. So very nice. And the puck is already in place. Sorry about the taped up
JK, I kept changing the settings. So here it is. So here's the belt hook, all mounted up. So it's a little bit further away from the body of the stick than the other model, but for a fatty guy like me, that's actually very good. So now we will check if it fits the NS design stand. So just to note that we discussed this with Rick, and this is a CR stand, and which stands for Czech Republic. And a lot of people will not have this one; they will have the NXT, I think is the model, which is also made in Czech Republic, but it's a less expensive model. So most people will probably have this for the as they buy it. It's also a fine stand. This one is actually very, very nice. It's super sturdy. I've used it for many years with the NS base, and it's very nice design. So let's see, moment of truth, and it fits. Very nice fit, perfect. So yeah, won't be needing this one at the moment. So it's a bit unusual for me to play like that, and probably I'm not really a stand guy, but it does fit and it works, so it's great. And actually, my personal preference would be for this one. I really like the aluminum one, but this one sort of blends in better with the other elements, with the pickup and the belt hook. So, and it's lighter, so that's a good point for me. And one great thing with this design, which probably Rick did not think about, but it's really nice for me, is that often I will be playing with the stick, and maybe I also have a bass with me. More often than not, I have a fretless bass, and I also always wanted to have them in a double bass gig bag, so that I just carry one bag. But the belt hook protrudes too much, so I was afraid that I was going to knock it and break it when I was transporting it. But this is brilliant. I just remove it, put this in the empty space in the gig bag, and just one bag for both the bass and the stick. So that's also a great point for me. So all in all, I really think this is a brilliant design, and I think that it's a very nicely executed, very good idea. So thoroughly recommended. Thank you.